on you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT for this week's daily race on Gran Turismo Sport. So, looks like we have a one-make race on Tokyo Expressway South Outer Loop by using the Porsche 911 Turbo Model 930 1981. And then, looks like we'll be able to race on Group 3 on Kyoto Driving Park Yamaguchi. And a one-make race on Suzuka Circuit by using the Mazda Roadster Touring Car. So this is definitely might be pretty good for this week. Time to be able to try out with 2 new rides for a spin, and this is gonna get everything will be ready. So this is definitely might be very good to be able to get ready to bring the Porsche 911 Turbo for the one make race. So just gonna have to pick any color whenever you like to choose, because this is gonna get everything will be prepared, because this is going to get one good standard race that this is going to be able to take a one make wonders, that this will might be able to do one newer ways to be able to try out, and also the tracks that this will might be able to give a demonstration to master it for. So that will be very good, that this is definitely might be very excellent to be able to race for the Porsche 911 Turbo, because this is going to get very classic, that this is going to be able to go retro for one good race, folks. So just going to be able to keep up if we have to be able to do the most fast lap time that this will might come around. Now let's just going to get everything will be prepared. So let's just going to get everything will might be able to worked up, that this is going to get everything to be get everything started. So looks like it's going to be at nighttime, so this is definitely look perfect. Now everything is going to be good to be able to have a balance of performance, has definitely might be able to have something for. So looks like the weight reduction ratio is adding up by 6, so this is definitely might be doing works well. So let's just gonna get ready to get started, because this is going to be a one good practice, that this is going to be able to take the outer loop section of the track, but this is going to get very handling, that this is going to be able to coming around to go for it. So maybe this is going to be able to take a lot more speed that this is going to be need to take. Alright, let's go. Now this is going to get everything well focused, if we might be needed to be able to take a little bit more well maintained handling, that this is going to be coming in. But it is definitely a classic car, so we might need to be able to learn some very good balance of skills, that this is definitely might need to stay on track, because this is going to get everything will be able to be very careful, because this is going to get very tougher if we might be able to avoid the collisions. Alright, just going to be able to going in, and then this is going to be able to take that hairpin turn wheel mic coming in to be able to make one good full speed ahead, until this is definitely might be able to take a lot more handling skills to be able to have. Okay, just gonna have one good brake balance, that this will be needed to be able to make sure if possible. So this is definitely might be able to work okay, because just gonna be able to have a one good balanced Porsche 911 Turbo for this race, because this is definitely might be able to take plenty much more faster risk that this is going to be able to have. Alright, gonna have to take on the Expressway tunnel, and now just gonna be able to keep going, and then this is definitely might be pretty good for our top speed range, might be able to coming in, and then stop at 140 miles whenever this is going to get everything very closer to be able to reach up on that turn. And here comes for a small chicane, and then just going to be able to take it nice and slow. Whenever you see the apex, just going to go for it, nearly positioned to be able to get everything stationary we might have. Alright, let's just going to be able to take a one good clear stretch to be able to take the new fast lap time we might get. So this is going to get everything regular, and then this is going to be able to do a little bit more quickly faster to get. Alright, just going to have to stop at the 100 marker, that this is going to be the main queue, because this is definitely might be able to give a very good basic, that this is definitely might be able to coming in. So just going to keep a good eyes checked, because we just definitely might need to be able to stay safe on that turn, because well, always going to be able to have to make sure, because the walls are definitely might be very tough, or if we might be able to take the hard turns, we might be able to go in for. Okay, looks like this is going to get everything worked ahead, that this is definitely might be needed to get to it. So looks like that will be able to have a 2-minute lap time, because this is going to get everything a little bit work harder to be able to keep up, if we might be able to drive faster to be able to make it better. So just going to be able to keep trying until this is definitely might be able to give a one good achievable fast lap time without hitting the walls, because this is definitely might be very tougher to avoid the penalty. Okay, just gonna get going in, and then this is gonna be able to reach the stopping top speed, and then here it goes. This is definitely might be giving a good exact range we might get through. Okay, looks like a very good close call, and then this is definitely might be able to make sure, because this is going to be able to take it nice and slow, and just going to have to give it one good position balance we might do properly, if we might be able to keep it nice and steady. Alright, only down for 2 minutes left, and then 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining. So just going to be able to keep going, and then just going to be able to get ready to join in session of the race, because this is definitely might be pretty well skilled performance that this is going to be able to get. Okay, just make sure don't lose a lot of grip, because this is going to get very challenging for us if we might be able to master it, because this is going to get very situated problem that this is definitely might be, well, it's always might be drive well as a drift car, of course, because this is definitely might be pretty good, well skilled car. Now let's just gonna be able to take a very good prep work that this will be able to get ready to join in session of the race. So this is gonna be able to down for 1 minute remaining left to go, and now let's just gonna be able to take last run distance we might be able to coming in. So even that could be very good to be able to have a 1-make race for the 911 Turbo, just like that we just definitely might be able to use it on the Nürburgring time trial. So this is definitely might be very excellent, that this is definitely might be good to go, we'll be able to be ready. Now let's just gonna be able to do the best we can, because this is gonna get very steering capable, that this is gonna be able to take the risk when might come in. Now let's just gonna be able to drive nice and clear, and this is gonna be able to make a one good clean lap if we might be able to get. Okay, just gonna take that chicane coming in, and then this is gonna get very tougher if we might be able to have one car we might be able to come through. Alright, let's get ready to match the join in session of the race. So this is going to be able to get ready to be able to get started. So looks like this is going to be very good to see how this will might work properly well. Now looks like this is definitely might be pretty good. So that's how it also might needs to be able to work hard to be able to keep up for only one good exact fast lap time for only 1 minute and 52 seconds, because this is going to get very challenging for experts, because they just definitely done so well. Now let's just gonna get ready to get started, and now this is gonna be a 12 car challenge for this race until this one might be able to use for the same model. But this is going to be good, because we just definitely might be able to learn to be able to stay on a good steering position while going on the turns. Now let's just gonna get ready for a warm-up until we begin. Alright, so looks like very good to be able to have a good parking spot position, that this one might be able to go out onto the pits. I kind of say that this is definitely might be pretty cool. Park vehicles in the pit lane garage, that should be so amazing, that this is definitely might be able to get ready for the race we might begin. Now let's just gonna go and get ready for one Expressway speed until we might be able to race up for a lot of acceleration for only reached up for only 140 miles. So just gonna be able to be very careful. So let's just gonna be able to have a very good clean race and make sure that this is gonna get very well skilled performance on that turn, that we might be able to master it. Okay, take a good smooth skills and then try to keep it calm, and then this is gonna get everything concentrated. We might be able to get ready. So looks like this is gonna be able to take 4 laps on this race, and then this will might be able to do perfectly. We might get ready to go. So here we go. This is gonna be able to going on with the starting grid, and then this is going to get everything well steady properly that this will might be able to have. Well, maybe this is definitely might be very good that this is going to be on the rolling start. So, well, yeah, it is going to be on the rolling start. So let's just going to go and get ready to begin, because this is going to be very good to be able to have race A, to be able to have a good rolling start, that this will might be able to be prepared. And here we go. Looks like green light is on the go to be able to take a good steadying balanced position, that this is going to be able to get ready. Now I hope that this is going to be able to do one steady ways, that this is going to be able to coming in on the approach. So let's just going to be able to do very properly, so we can do our best we can. Now looks like this is going to get very skillful match, that this is going to be able to take the risk. Okay, whenever it gets a little bit slowed down, just try to do whatever we can, because, well, looks like we just definitely might be able to have a very fair race, that this will be needed to be able to make sure. But also try not to hit each other by using the same car, because this is going to be very precisely to be able to have a penalty will be occur. So let's just going to be very careful if we must. Okay, looks like going on the 7th. Now this is definitely might be able to have to go in and then take a little bit more time to be able to squeeze it in on the struggle. But looks like this is going to get very intensifying, that this is going to be able to do a little bit more quicker ways to get through. Okay, going on the Expressway tunnel, just gonna take it nice and steady for the speed, and then this is definitely might be going up ahead on the increased gap distance. Now let's just gonna be able to have that stopping point at the 100 marker, that this is gonna be giving the best choice, that this one might be able to slow down to be able to make a turn. Okay, going in on that chicane, just gonna do it nice and slow, and then watch for the apex whenever you're going in. Alright, looks like second lap on the halfway there, until this is going to be able to going in. Now, looks like just going to keep up the SR wheel might go increase, and then this is going to get everything well skilled, intensifying, that this is going to get everything we might have. Okay, watch out for the walls. We just definitely don't want to get hit by the walls. Okay, so definitely that wasn't so hard, that this is definitely might be able to keep it nice and steady, because just going to be able to make sure, because this is going to get very rear balance, that this is going to be able to do a little bit properly to get. Alright, looks like just going to be able to going in, and then this is going to be able to keep a good eye check on the red mark on the penalty. But this is going to get everything a little bit chancer, that this is going to be able to get. Okay, that was so close. Now, looks like this is going to be able to go forward to be able to press on in, and then just going to have to take plenty much more slide turns to do less. And this is definitely might be pretty easier to get, quicker to get. Okay, we're just gonna take that turn and then going in. Now, this is definitely a very perfect race that this will might be able to do one demonstration of skills, because it's all about taking a balance for a new ride, folks, because this is definitely a retro style, because this is definitely might be pretty good to be able to take on the Tokyo Expressway at night, even on any time of the day, until this is going to get everything we might be able to keep up with the race. So, well, just gonna have to keep practicing by using the Porsche 911 Turbo, because this is definitely might be pretty easy basic skills. And then, well, also just keep on the reminder that we just definitely might be able to have a very good even skill race that we might need to have, of course. So just gonna be able to have to drive carefully, try not to get hit behind. Okay, going in. This is going to get everything we might be able to stay on touch of the inside, but this is going to get everything well possible that if we might be able to keep up. Okay, let's just going to go and raise the acceleration up. And then this is going to be able to take a one-top straight approach, that this is going to be able to take a lot more distance, that this is going to be might needed for practice. So it's going to be very tougher if we might be able to stay steady on the turns, because this is going to get very tougher if we might be able to be very careful to avoid any collision or having accidental moments, that this is going to get everything a little bit harder. Okay, slow down. And taking on that chicane, that this is going to get a little bit crossways to get. And now, but just going to press on into the final lap of the race, and this is going to be able to take a 5th place finish whenever it gets closer to get. Alright, so let's proceed, and now let's just going to be able to make sure that this is going to be on the first turn, because we just definitely might be able to be very careful not to slam each other, because this is going to get very quickly that this is going to be able to go by the wrist. Okay, just going to take it nice and slow. This is definitely like drifting, because this is definitely almost going to be a drift car, because this is definitely a standard production vehicle that this is going to be able to have. Okay, let's just going to go in and then take that turn very properly to have. And then this is going to be able to take a long good stretch that this is going to be able to coming in. Okay, watch the turn. Just going to be able to use it very wisely, because this wheel might be able to take a little bit more straight up attempts that this is going to be able to coming in to hold on for. Alright, stopping mile range at the top speed, 142 miles. Now this is going to get very excellent calculated work, that this is going to be able to have one racing research that this is going to be able to master on the city track, because this is going to get very worked perfectly, that this will might be able to take a lot more skills to get. Okay, going in to take that full stretch onto the last part, and then this is going to be able to have a race well done. There you go. Looks like that was a very good race. Now that was a Porsche-tastic race that this is going to get everything well better to have. So maybe this is going to be able to do perfectly, that this is definitely might be able to do a little bit breaking point communication check that this is going to be able to have. But this is definitely might be pretty good. Taking a one-make race could get excellent to be able to have a lot of good speed and handling, that this is going to be able to stay focused on the stability we might need to get. So good thing that this is definitely might be able to raise up the driver rating that this is going to get very probably to have. So that was a very good race. So this was definitely might be able to do a lot of practice if we might be able to drive quickly to get. Alright, let's just gonna go and get some earnings, and then this is gonna be almost done on the daily workout complete. So good thing that was a very good excellent race, because we just definitely might be very perfect. So this is gonna be able to do a lot better to be able to keep up and keep everything going on this race, because everything is gonna be able to take skills for a one make race. But that was a very good excellent save to be able to avoid without getting a penalty. Okay, let's just go and get ready to be able to wrap this up, and then this is going to be able to going in to be able to take a mileage exchange for this week. And looks like this is going to be going on the reds and the dark greens, so this is definitely might be able to get purchasable to get. So let's just going to go and get the R2 metallic, and then the dark greens will do the last remaining purchasable for the next one for. Now, even for the one make race that this is going to get, everything will be able to take a lot of steady skills we might have, because good thing that the Porsche 911 Turbo is definitely might be welcome for the updates. So this is definitely might be able to give a well-balanced car to be able to have to take a lot of handlings that this will might be able to take it slow. But it always drives faster with a turbocharged vehicle, so this is definitely might be very excellent that this is definitely might be able to have a very good 4-speed transmission. So this is definitely might be very good to see this classic Porsche, because this is definitely might be very excellent, just like the time trial at the Nürburgring. But now in sport on the race entry, this is going to be a one make challenge by using a classic Porsche 911 with a turbocharged engine. Alright folks, glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. I'll be seeing you guys next time for continuing on the daily race on Gran Turismo Sport, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay cool.